Hello and welcome to another edition of Droppin Baums with me, your host, Corey Baumeister. As always, with the lovely folks over at StarCityGames.com, bringing you the best in trading card needs. Okay, so this week we are continuing our exploration in post-Oko ban, and this is one deck that wasn't really shut down that much by Oko, but by the supporting cast that blue-green Oko decks brought. Veil of Summer and Hydroid Krasis were always problems for this flash strategy, and this deck was already kind of good with Oko in the metagame, but Veil is one card that just kind of shut this deck down pretty hard. With that out of the way, this deck is free to run rampant. I mean, without Brazen Bar getting Veil of Summer, that was always like such a blowout. Similar to Murderous Rider getting Veil of Summer. But now we get to play some powerful cards. Gadwick is one card that I think people are really sleeping on, and I think the card is just unbelievably powerful. So, without further ado, check out the games here with Blue Red Flash. See you there. And welcome to round one here with Blue Red Flash. All right, so we're on the draw here. This sounds fine. We have one of our few shocks as our ways to interact on turn one, as well as our late game powerhouse and a little bit of disruption. You can't mulligan this one. Wow, and this shock's gonna come in handy. In the spirit of Thanksgiving being just around the corner, we might as well cook the goose. That's what they say, right? Bolt the bird, cook the goose. All right, so Rouse Outburst to draw, a card I didn't really think would see a lot of play, but it's actually quite strong. Quite strong. Card advantage mixed with a lightning bolt. I'll take it. All right. Temple. This is probably that new Golgari food list that's going around. This is actually a bit of a tough matchup just because of this card. It's really tough to deal with. The cat oven combo is just really tricky. We got to fly over them, and they do block like cutthroats very well. So this one is a little tough. But we can do it. Trail of Crumbs. I think we just say no to that. A big no. If we can keep the engine off, you know, we might be all right. So now I think we're going to go with Temple. Another Rouse Outburst. I don't think we need another one. It's not particularly good. It's good if it's against the Jund version, but we're yet to know if that's the case. Golgari is a bit more popular, so we're going to do a little bit of a gut feeling here and put the Rouse Outburst to the bottom. Midnight Reaper. Now, we have a choice to make. Witch's Oven really messes with us, where we can't really bounce creatures without the fear that they might sacrifice them. So, I think we're just going to bounce the oven here. Or we could bounce the food. The oven is only 1 point of damage. Yeah, but with the oven, we can kill the Midnight Reaper if we want to. We're going to try that. All right, so now we're going to say go. We're getting close to our great-grandfather Gadwick here. All right, we're going to take this. We're going to just take some damage here and likely get Brazen Borrower down and start our own clock. Now we have to make our choice. Do we want to Rouse Outburst here so that they can't gain a food? Because this would counter this spell, essentially. And I kind of want to do that. We took 3 damage kind of for nothing there. We could have did it before, but if they chose to go with a different play, then I would have rather got Brazen Borrower down. Okay, we'll take the Cutthroat. Now next turn we can go like Cutthroat and Brazen Borrower. I like to joke that this is the blue Tarmogoyf because it is that good of a magic card. All right, we'll just say go. We'll play the blue Tarmogoyf and Brazen Borrower. Gonna sack a food? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, so this is likely a Murderous Rider. I don't know if we can really do much about it. Yeah, we're just still gonna play our spells because we might Dadwick here. For 3 next turn, Gadwick is really kind of a card we need. All right, we'll give him the opportunity to Murderous Rider or something. Ouch! Speared my fish. Oh, the flavor. Oh, the flavor. Okay, now the question is, do we want to opt or just get get Gadwick down, and I think it's just Gadwick for 3. Card's great. We draw into more of them. We have an opt for later, as well as a Castle Vantress. So we might as well get our busted magic card down, and now we can start tapping stuff down as well. Let's go, Dad. Our good old Dadwick. You will be hearing a lot of Gadwick, Gadfather, Gaddad, all those kind of jokes because I just find it so funny. Okay. Well, I think we start by going like this, tapping the murderer, or tapping the kitty, actually. No, that doesn't really work. They just sack it. So not really, we can't really get in on the ground, so we're just going to attack in the air. The cat is that annoying. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? Probably this, and this. That's 5 mana. We likely don't need this untapped. Unless, let's think. 1, 2, 3. Unless we top deck like a Brazen Borrower or something. Yeah, we got some free lands to spare. And some extra life to spare. We'll go with this. And here comes that cat oven combo. Kind of the bane of this deck's existence, unfortunately. So if you have a ton of cat oven, I mean, it's a little tricky to maneuver around. Brazen Borrower becomes very important. Okay, let the kitty combo begin. A second kitty, okay. Not the worst. Beginning of combat, we're going to tap down Murderous Rider. Just in case they wanted to go removal spell on Gadwick and tap something down. Okay. We're going to tap down the kitty. Another one. All right. All right, now we're actually going... Maybe we should have tapped down the oven in the first place. All right, let's tap the oven. Force them to do something about it now. Now, we could Cauldron or kill this kitty. It'll probably deal more than 2 damage, actually, so that might not be the worst idea. But then they can just bring it back. Yeah, that wouldn't be the best idea. We're just going to go to the face. All right, upstairs. I was thinking about upkeeping Castle, but I think this is fine. All right, so now we're just going to get busy with all of them. We'll see what they want to do. They might try to double block this Cutthroat. And if they do, then I think we'll use this Bone Crusher. Oh, I don't think they can do that, actually. They'd just be dead. They might just take 6. Now, we're definitely afraid of Massacre Girl, but I don't know if we can really play around it. Okay. So if we go like this, we can play a land and scry. I kind of like that. And we're just going to kind of scry for another Gadwick. Something good like that. Don't go land Murderous Rider. Oh, no! No! Had to picture that was coming, but... Yeah, nothing we can do about that. I mean, we can... Ooh, wait a minute. Can we actually Bone Crush our Brazen Borrower out of this? Everything will have 3 toughness. So they can bring a cat back. And then they can sack it. And bring it back. I don't think we can do anything about this. Dang it. There they go. Massacre Girl is one heck of a card. Alright. And now we're just going to try to find Gadwick to restock. That's not it. I think we're going to draw because if we draw, we want to have all our mana anyways. Yeah. Another Bone Crusher. Oh, we are 1 short from lethal here. Could just kill Massacre Girl. But then they can sacrifice, Get a bunch of clues. I don't love that. All right, we're going to rifle upstairs. Yep, cat combo. Yeah, I think we're dead now. Is it even worth it to castle or just play these? I think we're just going to play this. And we'll say go. Yeah, that Massacre Girl probably KO'd us here. Cat. Honk. All right, we'll have to take this. All right, we'll head upstairs. Now, we might want to scry this time, but maybe we just need Gadwick anyways. Oh, boy. I think we just have to draw. All right, Temple. Not good enough. Play this. And say go. And now the cats take over. Yeah, we might just be dead. So close, so close. Yeah, you really got to have a counter spell lined up for that. But, you know, I threw away a Bone Crusher Giant where maybe I didn't need to play it. But I really... Oh, that just kills us, yep. There's Gadwick. Right on time. Dang it. Okay, game 2. We have a little bit of tools for this matchup, but maybe we should have more, but Blue-Red just doesn't have a lot. Spyglass is the main thing. Just shutting down the oven is kind of needed. And then Negate, they have a lot of spells that really matter. Flame Sweep's okay, but not great. Aether Gust is okay. I almost like Mystical Dispute just as a way to counter anything, but that is what Ionizes are for. Ral's Outbursts are actually quite bad because they can be countered. So we're going to bring in more counter magic. Now, do we want Lava Coils for, like, possibility of Questing Beasts or anything? Not really. They could, on the other hand, have Shifting Ceratops. And Shifting Ceratops we do have to deal with. So maybe we do want Lava Coil. Let's see. Our Bone Crusher Giants are actually pretty weak. We're going to upgrade our removal here. Yeah, we're going to go like this. I know Lava Coil is a sorcery and we are a flash deck, but if they bring in Ceratops, we kind of got to have an answer for it. We'll try something like this. Playing against fake news. Dropping Bombs is not fake news. That's their name. Classic. Okay, game 2. We're on the play. We'll keep it. Nothing insanely special, but we can kill a turn 2 Goose and then just ionize stuff for a while. All right, are they going to keep? The thing we don't want to see is just like turn 2 Trail of Crumbs, because that card just gains so much value, and they can just out resource us. Honk. All right, that is what we wanted to see actually, because there's not a ton of great targets for Bone Crusher, so this is like ideal. Getting a goose, cooking the goose for Thanksgiving. Okay, that's okay. And an oven. Less okay. All right, we're just gonna go land go. Ionize any card draw or anything, but what we don't want to see is just a cat. Cold Draw Unfamiliar would just be something that counterspells don't really deal with. Wow. I've seen this before. And this is some kind of hot tech, I have to say. That gets to come back whenever they gain life. Now, I think we're just going to go land go again. Try to get some of these counter spells out of our hand. That is kind of a slow engine, though, so it's not the worst. Sure. Honk. Paradise Druid, eh? Well, first we're going to crack this. Do we want to counter that? Probably not. But I wouldn't mind playing like a Brazen Borrower or something, so we're going to opt first. No thank you on the land. Lava Coil. Ooh. Yeah, we got a permanent answer for that. I kind of forgot about this card. I wasn't thinking about Lava Coil, but this ends up being a great answer for it. We're just going to let this resolve, unfortunately. Everything we want to counter that's really important is a non-creature. Like, we don't care about Massacre Girl or anything, so we're going to just leave open Negate and get our threat on the board so we can start pressuring. Crush some bones. And now we're on the lookout for Gadwick. Our great-grandfather Gadwick. Only 3 cards. Well, that'll do. Thank God they didn't have Veil. Just kidding. That's banned. This deck would not be a thing with Veil still in the picture. All right. There goes our threat. Well, anything we would want to cast right away? Maybe. So let's opt. There's no harm in not doing it now. Maybe like a Royal Scions or something. Quench? Quench is okay, but pretty medium. And we still might be able to just consider this a hard counter. They are starting to get a lot of mana, though, so we're going to bottom this one. Now, how about this? Now I don't want to play it because I might want to scry with Castle. I think that has more value than opting at the moment. Trail of Crumbs we want to counter. That card sucks for us. They're already at 10, which is kind of crazy. Sure. They might just try to get that Murderous Rider down. Yeah, no, it's giving up a lot of their mana. Cutthroat. We're kind of past this stage of this being good. So I think we're going to bottom that and just search for Gadwick. Searching for our Dad Wickington. Oh, they can just oven this thing. That sucks. Oven is such a broken card. Can just Lava Coil this then. Might as well. Do this for a scry and say go. Gadwick would be great. Draw 4 new cards. Brontodon. That's okay. We can kill that as well. It's also just not that good against us. So, there we go. Gadwick. Our dad is here. All right, we're going to do this for 4. All right. Not that great set of draws, but we'll have to settle for now. We'll take this. Don't play a trail or anything. Give us 1 turn off. Yes, that's okay. We have answers to that. Okay, so now we're going to go with Lava Coil this. Lava Coil this. And get in there. Now we can castle or negate if we need to, but likely just going to castle. Now they might sack a couple food and then gain life. I kind of thought they would. Maybe they forgot about that ability of that Dauntless Knight or whatever it's called. Okay. Scry. Do we want a Cutthroat right now? I really don't think so. Once again, it's much better at the earlier stages of the game. Okay. Now let's get in there. And now we might just play Bone Crusher Giant. Blocking with with Murderous Rider. Maybe I just want to get value off this because I can kill a Dauntless Knight. Yeah. Yeah, because we can just kill this again. It's kind of a time walk, so we're just going to say go. Slow and steady. That does take up their whole turn, and we just get to use half of our Bone Crusher on it and scry with Castle Vantress. I think that's a little better. Maybe we're not that afraid of this card, even though it is kind of good. Okay. Interesting. They get so many clues off that. Ah, that does counter Bone Crusher. Not much we can do besides just aiming it upstairs. That's lame. All right, let's see what we can do. Another Gadwick would be sweet. We got the negate for this, what looks to be a Murderous Rider. That was a sweet negate. We're going to tap this food. Brazen Borrower. Okay, actually this is pretty good. We get to bounce the oven and then counter it. And we can tap a goose at their upkeep. Okay. So we'll say go upkeep. Return the oven. Tap a goose. Okay. So now they get that Dauntless Knight back. We can tap it with the other side of Gadwick. And sacrifices it. I don't know if that was the greatest play. I think they were maybe thinking my Brazen Borrower was targeting that. Okay, we're going to negate this. Tap the goose. They should just let that happen. And now we got 6 damage coming in. We're going to scry at our upkeep with Castle, because we definitely just want to have a good draw here. We just want to hit a spell, basically. So that resolves. Now we're going to go like this. Okay, now... And if we hit like... Oh, I guess we took the Rouse Outbursts out. That would have been GG. Another Brazen Borrower is pretty good. We don't want Quench, but we will definitely take Brazen Borrower. All right. Let's get in there. And now we're just going to say go. We'll let them attack with Dauntless Knight if they want to. Okay. Guessing they can attack. Well, we'll let them. Are they looking to just sack a food? Because now we just play Brazen Borrower. So they're effectively at 6. Yeah, we'll just take this and win the game. All right, so play Brazen Borrower. Tap the goose. GG. Let's go. These matches against these food decks are not easy. Let me tell ya. Let me tell ya. Okay. So, yeah, once again, we saw Bone Crusher Giant not be very good. But there's not much we can do about it. I think we're just going to keep it this way. Let's go. Game 3. On the draw. Blue-red spells. All right. Up against Golgari Food, kind of the new innovation of green-black lately. Kind of the hottest food deck at the moment. Show and Huey were playing it a lot. Well, we have one of our very important cards here. Spyglass for the oven. I see no reason to put this back, even though our mana base is a little awkward. Honk. Okay, so now we really want to find another land with this. That's another land. All right, now we're going to either Bone Crush or Spyglass, more than likely. More than likely Bone Crush. Slow them down. Brontodon. Okay, maybe not now. We do want to kill Brontodon because it kills Spyglass. That's actually important. So maybe we just Lava Coil here. We're definitely going to take 2. I kind of like it. All right, let's get it out of here. Brontodon is one of the few answers to Spyglass. Okay, we love that. Now we're going to go like this. Now, since we really don't have any counter spells, when they make a food, I think we're just going to crush the bones of this goose. Now we'll sack this for a land, and then we'll hopefully try to gain control a little bit. All right. Hopefully that's not accompanied by a cat. All right, we might be all right here. Now we just get to say go for a while we draw lands. All we want to do is just keep drawing lands now. Okay, that's a good start. Now, is there any reason to play a fourth or to have a fourth land? Unless we want to double bounce with Brazen Borrow, which I highly doubt. We will just do this. Say go. We're the control deck now. We're just gonna take it nice and easy. Kitty cat. Okay. We're gonna have to be cool with this for now. Now, I think we're going to bounce this oven. Or we just play it. Bouncing the oven doesn't do a ton. Well, I lied. Because we can just negate it now. Let's think about this. So, getting a clock down doesn't matter that much right now. Getting value out of our spells, it's okay. So if we bounce the Witch's Oven, what are we trying to do? Negate it when it comes back? Sure. It's okay. Just solve the problem like that. Or we just Spyglass and solve all the oven's problems. And just get a threat going. All right. Talked myself into it. Now we don't want to, we want to Spyglass only when we have Ionize open again. Okay. Now we're definitely going to say go because we have Cutthroat here. We'll let them do their cat combo, have their fun for a little bit. We'll be shutting it down shortly. We do gotta be a little wary because we play with fire by leaving Spyglass in her hand against duress. But with them only having one black source, I'm not super worried about it right now. I'll take it. Goose. Don't care about that. All right, so we're gonna go like this. And now, since this is essentially free right now, we are gonna do this. Only real target is the oven. They can sacrifice everything else. All right. Now we'll untap another Brazen Borrower. I am kind of afraid of Massacre Girl right now. Otherwise, I would say let's tap out. But Massacre Girl gets rid of 2 of our threats right now, which is annoying. Now, I think we are probably going to negate this Witch's Oven. Or we could just Spyglass, but yeah, that's leaving us open to Massacre Girl. I think let's just attack with Brazen Borrower. Let's leave this back to block because they can just get a free cat activation right now if we do that. God, I don't know. I think I might just want a Spyglass here. But then if they go like Bronzodon, we feel pretty bad. All right, we're going to be patient. I'm not sure about this play. Now we're priced into negating this thing, I feel. Ugh. We have to negate that. So they resolve the oven. Not much we could do. Now we could go to bounce it again if we want. And I mean, I think we might as well. What else are we really going to do with this? Now we just want land 5. That's all we want. Not a temple. Okay. That was huge. I'm going to go with this. We're going to go with the Spyglass. Target you. Okay. Let's do Witch's Oven. I wonder, does Cauldron Familiar work as well? We can just shut down Cauldron Familiar right now, right? We don't care if they have this. The cat is what's annoying. Okay. Okay, now we get to get in. I'm just praying that that works. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, thank God. We were about to look real foolish there, y'all. Yeah, they can make a food, but no more cats eating the food. That resolves. That Murderous Rider is not going to resolve. I mean, we can just play a Brazen Borrower here. Nah. I'd rather counter it, I think. So what are they going to kill? Probably the Cutthroat. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, they're priced into blocking now as well as maybe sacking a food. Sure. Okay. So we get to go like this. Block. Now we can play the Bone Crusher. Yep. The Goose in the Oven. God, all these Thanksgiving puns are just great. Go like this and say go. Well, this game should be locked up. How about we ionize it? Yeah, Golgari food, bad matchup? Who said that? Oh yeah, it was me. All right, well, it's not that bad, okay? All right, everybody, so I think this deck is really sweet. Let's see if we can continue the winning streak. We'll see you for round 2. And welcome to round 2 with Blue-Red Flash. We are on the play. Let's go. Okay, we'll take it. We got a couple of blue Tarmogoyfs as well as our great-grandfather Gadwick. So this is a keeper. Do a little scrying. Don't want to land. At least, you know, don't want it right now. And we really want a blue, if anything, so All right, so we'll go land go. We got the all-powerful common limited bomb. Actually, this card's barely playable, so. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. This card can be quite bad for us. But I do kind of want to get the cutthroats down. I think we have to quench this, unfortunately. The priest can just do so much damage. Okay, well, this hand now has a plan. Play cutthroats, rinse and repeat. Yeah, we can go cutthroat this turn and then next turn double cutthroat. Not bad, and then hopefully a Gadwick after that. All right, we'll play one cutthroat. We need another blue. Pass to you. What you got? What you got? What you got? I feel pretty good that they didn't have a turn 3 play. That's a little rough for them. Deck's full of early drops if it's black-red sacrifice. Bring the bones. It's a sweet mountain. I'm gonna try to kill this, it looks like. Ooh, we can sacrifice one of these new ones, though. Sacrifice the tiniest one now. All right, we'll sacrifice the 2-1. Island, island, island. I would love a Dadwick. Let's go. All right, we're gonna get our beats on. And Gadwick for 2. Just getting another threat down as well as a little bit more gas in the tank. We will take it. Okay. Not the greatest of draws, but we're very far ahead right now. So this is looking good. Okay, what do we got here? Our opponent is thinking, targeting our stuff. Probably some kind of removal spell. Anything but Massacre Girl. Oh my god, I thought it was it. It's like, that's a big black creature. I was like, yep, that is probably going to be a Massacre Girl. Rankle is definitely not as bad. Gain control, huh? Oh, that's disgusting. They get to rankle each sack a creature, and they get to sack my Gadwick? Ugh. Gross. Discard and sacrifice. Okay. We're going to discard this. That was so mean. Ooh, are they dead? Nope. But that was a great draw. So we're going to go like this. We'll keep that as one of our options for Ral's Outburst. All right, we'll say go. We can. Okay, now they're really dead, right? Like, don't we just aim this all at their face? They could make us discard, though. So that doesn't work. So we do still have to kill Rankle here. Now do we want to kill it before or after so they can draw? If we kill it so they draw, they go to 6. And then we could shock this, they go to 5. And then we could Bone Crusher, Gutter Bones. Yeah, I think we win this way. So we're going to start by this. 5, 6. So we can get this to 6 power. Yes. Okay, so we should exactly win here without them drawing any other spells except 1. So we outburst this. All right, we'll pick this. Now, do we kill this right away? I think so. This puts it to a 6/6. Then we Bone Crusher this. They take 1 down to 6, so this should be Xaxes. Now, unless they draw like Murderous Rider or something, I think we're willing to take that risk. Ionize. Don't think we want that. Just in case. All right, so we'll go with this. They get to draw a card. It better be a good one. Woo! Let's go. All right, red, black, sacrifice. Let's see how we're going to sideboard here. That one play was dirty. Holy. I like all the Ral's Outburst. Lava Coil is quite good. Flame Sweep, less good. I don't really like any of these cards up there. So we have what we want in. Now it's what to take out. Royal Scions against aggressive decks are usually not great. Quench on the draw is usually not that good. Negate is not great against them either. Now, it's close between a Gadwick here or a Quench. I think it's just almost always wrong to take out a Gadwick. And Quench is definitely the weakest card in the deck, so we'll do that. I love playing this deck, y'all. It's so powerful. It's like finally a tempo deck that's good again. Like, since Mono Blue at Mythic Championship 1 was like the last time that a tempo deck was good. Now, granted, we don't have Curious Obsession, but we do have just absolutely busted adventure cards. And that's really what makes this deck. Because all these adventure cards, while they're good on their own, they're natural 2-for-1s. And natural 2-for-1s is just insane. So like Rouse Outburst is 2-for-1. Brazen Borrower, Bone Crusher Giant, Gadwick is like a 15-for-1, I feel. Yeah, the deck's great. I'm a big fan. All right. Yeah, we'll see if this deck makes an impression at Mythic Championship, what, 7 we're up to? Yeah. God, that's coming up not this weekend, but next weekend already, huh? That's crazy. I'm not queued, unfortunately. I'd love to take a shot at one of these arena tournaments one of these days. On the draw, it's going to be a tougher game. I'll be curious if they leave in those claim the firstborn type cards. I think we keep this. We'll just play an aggressive Gadwick more than likely. And then just try to tap them down during their turn. Oven. We'd love to see it. Okay, we'll go like this and say go. I would not be shocked if we just play a turn 3 Gadwick for 0 with this kind of hand. Not a very strong start by them, so we'll take it. Can't keep a red card with no red mana. So we got rewarded. Got a red card. Okay, so we'll go like this and say go. Brazen Borrowing, basically anything. Now, if they play like a Midnight Reaper, I think I will still try to Brazen Borrow that. Because then they have the option of sacrificing it, countering this spell. And the Brazen Borrower isn't that important here. It does block Rankle, which is kind of nice. Mayhem Devil. Okay, we're going to try to bounce that. See if they're willing to sacrifice it to Witch's Oven. Mayhem Devil is quite good against us. Really wanted to land there. So now I think we just get Gadwick going. Brazen Borrower is just going to die, so I think we just have to do this. Gadwick. This is great at dealing with Mayhem Devil, though, if we can ever get a red. And maybe they'll aggressively kill this, and then we can Gadwick for 1. Now, what we don't want to see here is Mayhem Devil and Cat. That'd be brutal. Just kill Gadwick. We put it out as bait. We actually don't care about this one that much. Our great-grandfather Gadwick is going to be their firstborn? Not cool. Not that big of a deal, though. We do have another one. We did kind of bait him into that. Oh, that would have been such a good spot for a red source. Be able to kill this while the oven's tapped. All right, Gadwick for 1. Okay. Now, if they do it again, please give us a red source off this opt or our draw step. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not a cat. Thank God. Now, would we block the Mayhem Devil? Probably. Interesting. All right. Do we want to try to get in there? Maybe. Well, oh, we can tap the oven here. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Now, give us a red source. No. Come on. That was unlucky. Yeah, this is just a story of not getting red. I mean, we drew all red cards, and what turn is it? It's pretty late. So here we're going to try this play one more time. Going to tap the oven. Now they can just kill Gadwick if they want. Now their best play right now is to let Brazen Bar resolve and then sack a food, and then Gadwick, they can kill Brazen Bar and Gadwick. Let's see if they see it. I think they've spotted it. And then they can just return Gutter Bones if they want. Yes, let me block. All right, we really need a red source to be able to Rouse Outburst one of these Mayhem Devils and just to cast any of our spells. I'm calling it Temple. The blue-red Temple is on the top. And then we can concede. Take 6. Come on, one time. One time. Red. Mountain, mountain, mountain. That was some bad luck, y'all. That was some bad luck. I think we would have easily won that game if we drew red, you know, at any timely fashion. Okay, Quench is better on the play. Now I could see taking out a Gadwick, maybe. Just doesn't seem right. Maybe a Shock we take out? Yeah. Let's do that. We don't have a ton of great Shock targets. Yeah, maybe I should have taken out both Shocks, actually. Kept in the one Royal Scions. Their deck is pretty aggressive, though, so I think I like it. All right, play first. Hey, there's our red source mocking us. All right, got a mulligan. Why? Why? What a tilt. What a T. Okay, we'll keep. I think we'll just bottom these. Yeah, we're gonna go like that. Maybe are they mulling to Oblivion too? That would be only fair. I think I did see their hand move twice, so maybe they are on 5 as well. Then we can't complain as much. But we still will. All right, with how this hand is set up, with how low we are on resources, we don't know exactly what we want from Opt. Whoa, they're down to 4. I guess we can't really talk now. Now I feel bad. So I'm going to play Steam Vent's Tap just because we want to see what our draw step is. If we draw land, we might not want to get land. Kitty Cat. All right, Gadwick, now we know what we want. But we're going to leave open Quench. I mean, like, we're going to snap Quench a Witch's Oven here. We're like a Crusader or a Priest. Yeah. The Battle of the Mulligans. Let's go. Your go. Gadwick's pretty good at getting us out of mulligan situations. That's not bad. We do have the Rouse Outburst. I don't want this because I just want lands here. Okay, that's not bad. We get to Rouse Outburst this. All right, great draw, great draw. Now I think we wait for them to attack. Could just do it now. All right, do we want another land or a Cutthroat? I think we want a Cutthroat here since we do have another land here. Now an Oven would still be kind of scary. Okay, Lava Coil. Let's just get Gadwick going here for 2. There we go, we on mulligan now. Perfect. Okay, well. You hate to see the mulligans, but, you know, we had them as well, so. Let's see, I want to. We're going to attack with our Gadwickington. And we're going to take 2 here. We're going to Lava Coil this, and then we're going to Cutthroat plus Brazen Bar to get the other one. I guess that doesn't actually work. Now it does. Okay, we're gonna Cutthroat. We can tap this. We're gonna bounce it anyways, though. Whatever. I want them to bring it back so I can lava coil it. All right, we're gonna tap this food, although this does absolutely nothing. Now we'll see how they're feeling about blocking or bringing this back. It would be really bad of them to bring this back right now, but you never know. Okay, that was a great drop. Okay, now we'll say go. Now we're not going to castle yet since we have stuff to do, but I'd like to get Brazen Borrower down. Mayhem Devil. We'd love to see that. We will hit that. Tap the food for value. Oh yeah, sack it. They might try to sack it to get that extra point in, but they rightfully chose not to. We can go like this, though. Tap that food again. Now they might have to bring back the cat here. Yeah, I think that was actually just lethal, right? Because that Cutthroat gets pumped to 5, Gadwick for 3, that's 8, 9, 10. What were they at? They were at 11, so they could have lived. But yeah, the writing was on the wall. We were too far ahead. I mean, we mulliganed to 5 and 4 that game, so I have a feeling, you know, the draws were not great on their part, but I don't know. So far, this deck has taken down 2 cat oven decks, which are supposed to be some of our worst matchups, but we've done pretty handily. We've handled them pretty easily so far, so stay tuned for our third and final round. Let's try to get that 3-0 trophy. See you there. And welcome to round 3, our final round here with Blue-Red Flash, Blue-Red Spells, however you want to call it. Blue-Red Gadwickington, I like that one as well. Now we're on the draw here, 2 Pain lands, but otherwise our hand is quite strong, so we're going to keep. We got our great-grandfather Gadwick to finish it out, as well as some tempo and the all-powerful Quench. Honk. All right, so this is definitely a hand where we want to pay 2. We know what we want with Opt. We know we want to land, so we are going to take 2. Paradise Druid. Okay. Now we're going to go like this. We do not want another Gadwick. Go away, Gadwick. Definitely didn't really want that either. We're just going to take 2 and say go. Now we got Quench open. We can crush this, or more likely we get this going. I mean, we have 6 of our cards we can play right now, which is pretty crazy. So we got options. Hydroid Krasis for 3. Don't really care about that one. They already gained the value. So we're going to go with a Cutthroat. Okay. That was a little unfortunate, and I really need to hit a land here, so I think we want to opt. Maybe it's just a little loose. We could just say go. We could Bone Crush this. No. I think we need to hit a land. Oh, maybe that's so bad if we miss. All right, we're going to be patient. I hate it, but... Okay, we can Quench that, and we need to. That Planeswalker's powerful. Okay, gotta take it. Jeez, okay, we can't miss again. We need to hit a land here. Thank God. Okay, now... What to do, what to do, what to do. I think I want to bring the pain. It's begin the race. And then if they just attack all out, we're likely just to Nissa or something, and we're just toast. Our draw was quite heinous. Okay, we're just going to go like this. We just have to. We got to give them the opportunity if they have a removal spell, just nothing we can do. Or if they have a big planeswalker or something. Yeah. Now they can just kill this. Okay. Well, I think we just have to stomp this. Take 3. Bounce something with Brazen Borrower and then try to Brazen Borrower and block this and hope they're out of gas. I don't like our chances though. Blue-green has kind of always been a little tricky for this kind of deck. Just Hydroid Krasis in general. You know, it sucks to counter it. Because they still get value off it. Yep. Now do we have to bounce a Krasis just to live? I think we do. Feels bad. All right, we'll say go. God, look at what we're about to do. I think we have to. To just get the tempo back in our favor, we're just gonna bounce this Krasis. Yikes. Desperate times. That's not that big of a deal. We can just play this and block that. Or we can play Gadwick. Now we'll just play one of our adventure cards. Krasis for 3. Love it. Well, we can just Rouse Outburst it and try to get a land. I think we should do that. Another one. Very unlikely that this next one's going to be for 3, so we're going to bottom this. Oh, crap. Yeah, we can't beat that one. It was just a matter of time until they had one of these. Oh, boy. Yeah, we can't beat that. All right. All right. Let's go to the sideboard. I know we got some Aether Gusts here. Card's great. Mystical Disputes are okay. I like Spyglass to shut down Nissa. Maybe we should just have more Spyglasses. Raw's Outburst is okay. I like Lava Coil against them because most of them bring in Shifting Ceratops. Gotta have answers for that card. Now, Negate, I think, can go. This can probably go. Maybe we cut one Gadwick here. I don't feel great about that. I think Shock is a little underpowered, especially since we have so many Bone Crushers. So let's just get Gadwick back in here. A short moment of lapse of judgment there. Gadwick is just too powerful and too important. So we're going to go like this. We just have Ionize and Quench as our counter spells for Nissa and stuff. I think that's enough. This one's a little risky, but it's really good if we can get a blue-red source here and we have an opt to help. We're going to take the risky line and keep this one. This hand is excellent. Whoa, hey-oh. All right, we'll say go. Leyline coming to standard. Does that work with this? I guess it does. Beautiful. I think we might just squash the goose here. Maybe we're not supposed to care. Any 2-drop we'd really be afraid of? Probably not. All right, stomp the goose. No big deal there. All right, we're drawing out of this pretty nicely. We're just going to say go now. We just want to get some cutthroats in. Take it. Blue Tarmogoyf. All right, we'll attack. Now we'll have a great turn here. If they play like Vivian or something, we get to go Cutthroat plus Quench, and the game's pretty much over then. Keep bringing it in. We're not afraid. All right, now we're going to bring the pain. You know what? I think we're going to play this now. We have Quench. We're bringing the beats. GG. Yeah, that's how some games go. You just play Blue Tarmogoyf into Blue Tarmogoyf and counter the next 3 spells, and your clock gets big real quick. All right, so we know they have Leyline now. We know they also have Crawl Harpooners. So Shock looks more appealing on the draw to me. This still seems good against Nissa, I think. They have other Planeswalkers, and I'm sure they have, like, either Back to Nature or something. But would they bring it in against a blue-red deck? Probably not. So let's take out one Gadwick on the draw. This time, for real. I'm really tempted to take this Spyglass out. Could be an Ionize when we're on the draw. 3-mana counter spells are a little rough, but also really important. Ugh. Help me, my viewers. Help me. Oh, this is pre-recorded? That's impossible? Oh, okay. Makes sense. Let's take out a Quench. When in doubt, quench it out. When in doubt, get that Quench out. All right, game 3, our final game of this week's Droppin Bombs. Let's get a W and end with a 3-0, please. Okay, we're going to test the power of Spyglass. It's a keep, though. See if we'll have time to play it. Honk. Didn't really want a Dadwick here. We're just going to go land go here. Shock ain't bad. I say we quench that. Okay, that was great. Now we say go. QB. I kind of just want to bounce that and then shock this Druid. Yeah, let's do that. That play does not make that much sense because they're just, you know, now only one Goose is active anyways, so I don't love that play on their part. Now I kind of want to do the same play again. Just Brazen Borrow or bounce. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe we just play Brazen Borrower now. Sure. Let's bring the pressure. Here comes the beats. Here comes the pain. I think this game's looking pretty good. We might be getting our 3-0, yo. 3-0, yo. 3-0, yo. And I love that their mana is relying on Goose right now. QB. I think I'm going to be cool with this. And I might not even bounce it. I might just take it. All right. Let's take it this time. Use our life total as a resource here. Now we'll play Brazen. Or Brineborn. Now we're still looking for lands here. Nope. That's not a land. That is. Ooh. Now we'll bring the pain. Now we'll say go. Now there is a play we can do here. We can just go shock block if we want to give this up. I don't think we do. We're just going to take it. Going to take a couple of hits from QB to just gain a better board position here. Hydra for 2. It's going to be a 2-3? Are they just trying to double it? I don't think I'm supposed to care about that. I gotta be afraid of a counterspell coming back from them. I think I should just be okay with this. All right. Yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to care about this too much. Just trade? Okay. End step. Shock the goose. Petty theft QB. Now the real pain's gonna come. Now, we can take 2, play Spyglass. I think I like that. I'm not going to play Gadwick quite yet. We want to get to know what's in our opponent's hand. Wow. Let's pick Nissa. The Spyglass was good. It was really good. Wow. Well, I gotta say, that was kind of a beating. We did some damage with blue-red flash. Maybe Spyglass we should increase to 2. I think that card's pretty good. But let's talk more about the deck here in the deck tech. In the deck tech. Stay tuned for that. We'll go in detail about all the cards we chose to play, as well as talk about our matches a little bit, okay? 3-0 coming at you to the deck tech. See you there. And welcome to the deck tech here with blue-red flash. Okay, nice 3-0, let's go. Woo, woo, woo. We took down some kitty cat decks, played 3 different decks, so that was nice. And then we took down blue-green ramp. You know, there's a lot of cards that can give you problems like Cat Oven, Hydroid Krasis, you know, things that are inevitably, you know, Dauntless Knight. We played against all those kind of really good cards that are really good against 1-for-1 decks, such as what we're playing. But the power level of some of these cards and the power level of especially Gadwick, you know, sometimes it just doesn't matter. We have enough card advantage that the little advantages that they're gaining with their spells that are good against spot removal just aren't enough sometimes. And I think I showed in these matches a little bit along that case as well. So, I think this deck's the real deal. I think it's very strong. It's very hard to play. So, you know, if you want to play this at your next PTQ, your next, you know, regionals, pro tour, whatever you want to play this at, definitely get some leagues under your play or get some arena matches under your play before you just jump on in, because it is a tough deck. You know, players that have played tempo decks in the past, a lot of the skills do transfer over, but that doesn't mean they're the exact same cards. So definitely just get some practice. All right, so getting into it. I based this list around Austin Bursovich's top 8 appearance at Twitch Rivals. Did a great job. I changed a few cards to suit the way that I like to play versus, you know, the power level of some of the cards. And let's go through them here. For Opt. Opt is just a staple. You know, Opt as a flash card that triggers Brian Bro and Cutthroat. You know, it fixes your draws. Auto 4 in. 2 shocks. I was a little confused when I saw this deck. I was like, this in blue-red decks, 4 shock, 4 opt have always been stock. So that's where I started. And I quickly realized that shock actually doesn't have that many good targets in this metagame. You know, like you're killing cats, you're killing Paradise Druids if they tap them. Stuff like that that just tends to not be that good. Plus, we have Bone Crusher Giant as our pseudo shock card. So I do like going down to 2. I could even see going lower because this card really is not that good in this deck. And then let's get to the best card in the deck, Brineborn Cutthroat. All right, don't tell Gadwick I said that, okay? Because me and Gadwick are tight, and I don't want Gadwick to hear me saying things about him, but Brineborn Cutthroat's the best card in the deck. It is the most important card. It is blue Tarmogoyf. You know, this card single-handedly wins the game. You play it on 2 if it doesn't die. Back it up. They're dead in like 5 turns, you know, as long as you're playing spells. This is actually a very fast clock, and you get a lot of free wins that way, where you just play Cutthroat, you have 2 Ionizes and a Quench in hand, and you just counter their next 3 spells, and they're dead. Not all games go like that. Some you really got to grind out and hope to Gadwick, draw 4 cards, restock, kill their stuff, Gadwick again. There's a lot of different types of games that you play with this deck, but they're all powerful. Now, the counterspell split in the 2-drops, I'm not necessarily positive of. Negate is good and can be bad sometimes. Same with Quench. You know, Quench is one of these high variance cards where, you know, if you counter a Nissa or whatever on turn 4 when they ramped out to it, like we did in the last match, it's insane. But, you know, you draw it late. You know, drawing counterspells late is already kind of rough. But when they don't counter all the spells, as long as your opponent plays around them, you know, it gets to be a lot worse. And honestly, the better player you're playing against, the more they play around Quench, the worse our deck is. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of the way it is. And I could see wanting to change that into something else. You know, if I was going into a pro tour where I know everybody's going to play very well and play around my cards, especially in like an open deck list thing, they know to play around it. So think about all those little micro decisions, excuse me, when you're deciding on what kind of numbers to play. All right, so then we'll go to the heart and soul of the deck, and that's our blue-red adventure cards. Bone Crusher Giant and Brazen Borrower. I talked a little bit about it during one of our matches, but they are built-in 2-for-1s. Just like Rowl's Outburst, they are built-in 2-for-1s where you get 2 spells. Now, remember, for anybody who doesn't know, Bone Crusher Giant and Brazen Borrower, if you were to target something and then they were to sack it to Witch's Oven or something like that, your spell doesn't go on an adventure. It goes straight to the graveyard. So be aware of those interactions, but both of these cards are insane. Brazen Borrower with Brineborn Cutthroat is just messed up. You tempo them out by bouncing something and play a creatures, get 2 counters on Brineborn. It's really good. All right, then we'll go to our hard counter spell here, Ionize. Counter something, deal 2. Very powerful card here. It's our only hard counter spell. Plus, when we're in these tempo style games, the 2 damage adds up. So great card there. Royal Scions, I'm playing 1, not in love with the card. I could definitely see this slot being something else, maybe a 3rd Row's Outburst. Definitely not Roll. I don't know, maybe like another Quench or another counter spell or something. The Royal Scions has won me a few games, and sometimes it catches your opponent off guard, but I'm not sold on this card. I don't know what else it should be right now, but as of now, it's Royal Scions, and it's okay. And then we'll talk about Row's Outburst. A solid 2-for-1. My favorite target for this is like mana creatures. Mayhem Devil is a big one that you got to kill because they can just ping down Brazen Borrowers. And yeah, I mean, just a solid card. Killing Gadwick in the mirror. And that brings us to the best card in the deck. Let's get real. Let's get real. Gadwick the Wizened is busted. Sphinx's Revelation on a stick. Being able to tap down your opponent's cards. Also a 3/3 body. Gadwick really does it all. You know, even some matchups, just playing Gadwick on turn 3 and then just, you know, having a hand like Bone Crusher Giant, Brazen Bar, Ionize, or whatever, you just still kind of win a lot of those games, you know, especially if you played like a Brineborn Cutthroat. You just get to tap them down during their turn, any kind of sticky creatures that are hard to deal with. So Gadwick is the reason to play this deck. You go and you deal with anything, you counter this, kill this, boom, Gadwick for 4, restocked, and by that point, you've run your opponent out of resources, so they're like, you know, scraping the bottom of the barrel, playing like their last couple spells, and you're like, okay, I have 5 cards when I untap the next turn, and then the game becomes pretty trivial. So I love the main deck. Not much I would change except maybe the Royal Scions. but I don't know. I really don't think I would change a card right now. I really like it. Let's talk about the sideboard here. We got Aether Gust here. 3 of these, really good against blue-green ramp decks. You can also bring them in against Gruul, of course. Just a great card. One more Negate for Jeskai Fire. Oh yeah, also good against Jeskai Fires, countering Fires of Invention, which can be a bit of a tough matchup. Ish. I mean, we do have a lot of counter spells, so it's not that big, but they do have Teferi plus like Mystical Disputes to counter us, so they can get one of their bombs underneath us, but we are a tempo deck against their 4-mana sorcery deck, so 3 Lava Coils. Anything that's green, bring this in. I just want to save you the lesson of a green deck bringing in Shifting Ceratops and you didn't bring in your Lava Coils and you lose because of it. Because I know I had to learn that the hard way. Sorcerer's Spyglass. I could see us going up in numbers on this card because it's super important at shutting down Cat Oven. And honestly, pretty dang good against shutting down Nissa, as we saw in our last match. Maybe we should just main deck this card instead of the Royal Scions. I actually think that sounds pretty good. Okay, 3 Mystical Disputes, any Counter War, any blue deck, Jeskai Fires. Blue-green ramp we didn't bring it in against because that was a green deck that was focused more on like Vivian, Nissa, stuff like that. So we were going to have less targets. This was a lot better at countering Oko, but don't get me wrong, I do not want Oko to come back just so I have better Mystical Dispute targets. Flame Sweep, any go wide deck, green-white adventures, green-black adventures, mono white if you see that kind of stuff. Rouse Outburst, any other kind of creature deck. Anything where it has good targets. Pretty self-explanatory on that one. All right, everybody, this is Blue-Red Flash. I think this deck is very powerful moving forward. And yeah, I hope to see some people crush it with this list or similar list or whatever in PTQs or challenge events or anything like that moving forward. So thank you so much for watching this week's Droppin Bombs. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.